Top billing.
Yo, top billing to ya. Man, top billing, your man Kirby Smart was over there breaking bad, it seems, chilling at the athletic center. I don't know if he was doing ecstasy or something or throwing darts at a board, but somehow he came up with the idea to possibly hire one Eddie Gran from the University of Kentucky. Huh? Where they do that at? No disrespect to my man, Coach Gran, who's my man, 50 Grand, going back to the Florida State days when he was the running backs coach for my guy, Jimbo Fisher. But you can't tell me that you would let Jim Chaney walk. Jim Chaney, you would let him walk and somehow come up with Eddie Gran, and that would be your master plan in a pivotal year, where you could very well find yourself in a national championship game. I'm kind of scared for what's going on over there, man. But check this out. Your man Eddie Gran over there, right in this same division, right? A team that you've played with the 103rd ranked offense in the entire country. Not to say that your past transgressions will determine your future success, but come on, man. You guys pissed off at Jim Chaney, and Chaney up there fielding a top 20 offense. Now you're going to say, oh, the talent level is different. Nah, you a hater, because there's a ton of talent at the University of Kentucky, and those guys won, 10 games or something like that? Very good, but it wasn't because of the offense. They had a hellified defense. As a matter of fact, you put that Kentucky defense on Georgia's team, Georgia's right now popping that confetti, popping them bottles, and your man coach is doing some ecstasy, but he's at least having fun doing it, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, man, I think it may be time for one Derek Dooley to get a call from Coach Smart. Go ahead and bring that man back home. Let him do his thing. I think he served his time away from Athens, and he's done a good job for himself, man, especially last season in Missouri, his first being an offensive coordinator, at least that I can remember. And he did some very good things at the University of Missouri, man, fielded the top 15 offense. He got a chance to be the wide receivers coach in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys, big primetime stuff right there, working with my man Dez Bryant and people like that. I think that he would do some really good things here in Georgia. And people wanting a wide open spread type offense, I will let that man come in and do what he does. I would let him coach QBs. No disrespect to my man Coach Coley, but let that man coach QBs just like he did with one Drew Lock. Develop that rapport for the next couple of seasons with Jake Fromm. Push the ball downfield like I know you guys want it to happen. And I think you can see some pretty good things coming from the University of Georgia right there. And this guy is a monster recruiter. And you know his last name rings bells like Sunday at 12 o'clock. But from a schematic standpoint, you know we got to do our thing on that, because obviously this is for real football heads. So if you're not a real football head, man, please check out of this conversation and we can go from there. All right, so I love Dooley's use of the pistol. I think for a pro-style guy like myself, that's a perfect compromise, because you still get the downhill flow in the run game, and you get those back-to-the-basket play-action fakes as well. And my man loves to target the tight end. He's a former tight end coach. You see him using two tight ends. You remember in the Missouri game, they had your man Albert O and another cat, and they were hitting those guys frequently. So that would be pretty cool as well. Definitely a way to marry pro style with spread. I definitely want to keep suggesting these type of coaches, because it's time for Georgia to go ahead and evolve in that particular fashion. Or I'm just tired of hearing about it, and I'm trying to give people less things to annoy me about, right? But one thing you got to know with this type of stuff is it's extremely aggressive and it's not as efficient. These are some things that fans don't talk about. Probably more interceptions, which ain't a good thing. So we see him working out of 12 personnel right here, one back, two tight ends. We'll see here in a later. You got to look at some of these line splits and tell me what you guys think about that. Would definitely be a change. This is definitely some Big 12 type stuff, but I think Georgia's ready to go down that particular road. And I think it could have some success there because of the amount of talent. And Coach Smart, if he's able to be Coach Smart and coach up the defense, we'll see what's going on here. But check it out, man. You see a straight spread. This is, you wanted it, there you go. You want a spread right here, number spread, at least towards the boundary there. You got to have some arm strength. Look, somebody jumped on the channel, right, clearly on meth, talking about the general Jake Fromm doesn't have enough arm strength and he can't push the ball over the middle of the field. Now, what I want that person to do is take their right hand, turn that bad boy where the knuckles is showing, and slap yourself and whip it back and slap it again, because that makes no sense. Arm strength is derived from throwing a ball beyond the numbers. That's when you know, because those are the type of throws that tend to hang up in the air, and those are the type of throws that tend to get picked off. So you don't see that from Jake Fromm. He has more than enough arm strength that he can definitely make it work in a kind of a vertical digit passing game like this. This is very kind of Baltimore Raven-esque, like what you see from your man Joe Flacco. And they take shots down the field early and often. So it'll definitely give me a headache, but man, I know you guys are like that type of stuff. Now, this is something I love right here. FIB, baby, formation into boundary. You playing some real gangster ball right there when you formation and cast into the boundary, man. Thinking about throwing screens in there, quick hitting screens. Thinking about strong side runs into the boundary. When you have that many receivers over there, it's going to be about, hey, can you stop it? What's up? You know, man on man kind of action there. So that's something that I can definitely dig. I think the people out there can dig as well. So obviously, whomever's hired, I'm going to go in depth into it at patreon.com/committed to the G. I give you that goodness, but here I'll give you a little bit of candy, throw you some candidates out there, and we can see what's going on there. But check out these line splits, man. This is definitely not becoming of a University of Georgia pro-style attack under a Jim Chaney. Those line splits invite spacing, which can be kind of cool. But, man, it also, I don't know. That's tough on me right there. That's definitely some Big 12 type stuff. Usually see the University of Georgia, those guys are almost foot to foot, ready to mash and smash. But, hey, it'll be a different way. Be able to run some inside zone right there, put DeAndre Swift in a little bit of space, James Cook and these guys like that. We can go from there. There were variations in the line splits, though, so I will say that. And he does run a ton of power. Power O, cage pulls, a lot of different types of sweeps. So it'll still have some power elements to it as well. But this is what you'll see most of the time on the pistol, 11 personnel. I can dig it. I can definitely dig it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Should the University of Georgia bring this legacy back home? One Derek Dooley, a philosopher, talking about war and everything like that. I remember back in the day with Tennessee. But, man, he's overall a good guy and he's a very good coach as well. So let me know. Of course, but patreon.com/committed to the G is the spot. You want to talk ball all day with your boy, I'm available, all right? But this is your man, Murf, the Underground King. And until the next one, your boy is out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top billing.